So let's take a look at our next example. So again, I'm going to follow order of operations. It doesn't hurt to maybe write that reminder down so you can kind of remind yourself of what to do first. First is my parentheses. So I do have a parentheses here. I would go ahead and do what's inside of that. So 120 minus 53. So, and if you need to do some side work, just make sure you do it off to the side. Don't do it below your problem, right? So let's do some side work here. So doing some exchanges. I'm getting 67. So then this would be 3 times 67 plus, and I'm just bringing the rest down, 64 divided by 4. So then in terms of parentheses, am I done with that step? So I can see that I've left the parentheses here and really didn't have to do that, especially since this already had a multiplication. If you wanted to go ahead and get rid of the parentheses at this step, you could. It's pretty typical though that you might go ahead and leave the parentheses there and just realize that once there's only one thing, one number inside the parentheses, that step is done, right? So even though I have a parentheses here, it's just a placeholder, right? If I didn't have this multiplication symbol here, it would actually just be a placeholder telling me that I'm multiplying 3 times 67. And again, if you've got the multiplication there, if you want to go ahead and get rid of it at this step, you can. But just realize if you kept it, if there's nothing left inside of it other than one number that's already simplified, then you're moving on to the next step. So next I would do exponents, and I'm not seeing any exponents in this one, so I'm going to go right past that step and on to multiplication and division, which I do together from left to right. So I do have both some multiplication and some division here. So technically I would do whatever's leftmost. In this case, that's going to be the 3 times 67. So again, I'm going to do some side work here and multiply that. So let's see, 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 6 is 18, plus the 2 I regrouped is 20. So I'm getting 201. And then technically I would bring the rest down. So next I would bring down the plus 64 divided by 4. However, we know that on the multiplication and division step, the next thing I'm going to do is that division. So if you want to go ahead and not write this twice, so like you could go ahead and do this and then do your division. I'm just saying let's go ahead and do the division since we know that's next. So 64 divided by 4. 4 goes into 6 one time, which is 4. Subtract, they get 2. Bring the rest down, and 4 goes into 24 6 times evenly. So this is 16. And then finally, I'm ready for my addition and subtraction step, which I do together from left to right. In this case, there's only one thing left to do, which is to add these, and I get 217.